jab, uppercut, leave you laid out on the floor. Try to duck and roll, hit and miss, now you counting stars. Should've practiced more, should've hit the mask, get out there more. Claim that you're the best. You gotta show me, son. Actions over words, baby boy. Is you real or what? Talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back sports,
This is just a late night reminder. We're at 1 month, 8 days. Just to let y'all know, so you'll never forget, that I'm going to always put it out there on the airwaves. Now, there's a lot of people that seems to be, up in arms about me speaking about the fight like it's against the damn YTC guidelines. This is all I'm trying to tell y'all is like, you don't have to listen. It's 1 month, 8 days, road to 2 times undisputed, not road to undisputed, 2-time undisputed. Okay. So I'm just putting it out there to keep y'all memories fresh, updated with new information, because I believe that allowing you to know how the clock is ticking and the time that has already expired from when we initially began this, like 65 days or something to that extent. And now we're sitting at 1 month, 8 days, which is about 38 days. Something like that. I mean, that window is closing very, very quickly. And I don't know what the EAM, or the EAP rather, for the aerosexuals. I don't know. With this late night lives, I'm gonna try to do a late night live. You know why? I'm gonna try to be consistent when we get within 30 days. You know why? Because I want you to go to sleep on this. Yeah, I want you to go to sleep. I want you to just lay your head down on a cactus tree and wake up and be like, oh shit. Oh, that was painful. God damn it. Oh my God. How much time we got left? I just, I just want you to lay your eyes to rest, knowing how much time is remaining. That's all I'm saying. Stop getting mad and angry and talking shit behind the scenes. Just leave it alone, man. It's just a thumbnail. If you don't want to hear me speak, all you got to do is take one of your index finger on the left, the other one on the right, and just close your ears, press them to, press your index finger up against your head, and the sound will be muffled a bit. You know what I'm saying? But if your dumb ass got on closed caption, you got on subtitles, I don't know what to fucking tell you. The XO Factory on deck. What's good? OGW says, what's good, bro? I'm on deck listening. Appreciate it, man. Big shout out to the XO Factory first in the building. You know what I'm saying? Dan on deck. What's good with it? 2-time undisputed. I know some people out there that's still kind of puzzled as to who they want to support, and I get it. I get it, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm not soliciting, people to come over here and support who I'm supporting. I'm not doing that. I'm not soliciting anything. You know what I'm saying? It's just boxing talk at the end of the day. And just because, I put out information. I'm not up here trying to persuade you any way, shape, or form. All I'm saying is I can pretty much get on here and deal with this monomania whenever I feel like it. And that is, we only have 1 month, 8 days remaining, goddammit. That's what we looking at. Tyrese on deck. What's good with it? Don Vaughn on deck. What's good? This fight's gonna change the whole entire landscape of the YTC. You know what I'm saying? These guys aren't happy, y'all. They are not cheerful. You know what I'm saying? And they don't have no readiness plan for when it all comes down and crash and burn come July 29th. They don't have no readiness plan, no backup, y'all. All they doing is just being quiet. Because I heard somebody mention this shit today, right? And they are absolutely right. I heard somebody mention this today. And I spoke about this, right? When they wasn't even talking about Arrow like that. I said, these cats never wanted the fight to happen. They never really wanted it to happen, because if you want it to happen, you wouldn't be speaking about somebody's pay all the time. You wouldn't give a damn about somebody's pay. But the only reason they feel like that they can continue to be vindictive is talk about what Crawford shouldn't have gotten or what they believe he did. They believe he did this in the first negotiations. He did that. But yet they're extremely quiescent on 2023 on what he said out there in the opening that never been disputed to this day. And Crawford said he called him up. I even it was curious to me. So I asked him when I was in Cali, what prompted you like to call Errol Spence up? And he gave his response. But I'm not hearing the other side say anything about it. They don't want to give him any type of plaudits. They don't care to talk about it. They really didn't want this fight to happen. It's the end is near. That shit is imminent like a motherfucker, boy. It ain't no 50-50 fight. Look, these cats get upset, man, because I say it's not a 50-50 fight. A nigga's supposed to get on here, right, and follow the narrative of everybody else. There's some people out here that believe it's a 50-50 fight, y'all. Check this out, XO, Don, you know what I'm saying, Tyrese, everyone that's in the chat. Check this out, though. How can you say it's a 50-50 fight when you still have people trying to insinuate that he's had a long layoff? How is it a 50-50 fight? These niggas can't make up their mind like, dude, you saying that it's a long layoff and Crawford ducked out negotiations and he fought and Arrow's been out the ring over a year. Even though Arrow's not complaining about it, he say, I don't need no tune-up. It is what it is. Okay, but your people aren't on the same sheet of music. How is this a 50-50 fight? And they keep on bitching and complaining, talking about, oh man, he been out over a year. The long layoff. No, nigga, stick to the script. Stop goddamn making up these preempted excuses, man. Stop preparing yourself for the letdown. Don't sit up here and soften the blow and shit. You know what I'm saying? Just stick with it. Just go back to when Spence said he was coming off a hiatus and he said he didn't need no tune-up. That's his words. He said he didn't need no tune-up. So since the man don't need a tune-up, y'all need to stop whining about it. Niggas up here saying that the bed nods is that way because Spence had a long layoff. So is it a 50-50 fight or not? Does the bed nods say it's 50-50? Look, I'm gonna break some other simple shit down for y'all too. How the fuck can it be simple? How can it be? When it comes to the 50-50, right? They want to say, okay, let's heavy this side over here and say it's a long layoff. But yet, when it comes to David Avanesian, that he fought December 10th, he was nobody. He finished him in 6 rounds. So once again, how do we gauge what Crawford's been able to accomplish or not accomplish? If David Avenesian won shit, does it really matter who Crawford fought December 10th? If he wasn't nothing, y'all called him every name in the book. Avocado, Avasnesian, Avalesian, Avalanche. You know, y'all called the man every name in the book. So if he was garbage and he was a gardener, right? So it wouldn't be anything that Crawford learned from him either. Because up to this point, all his opponents at welterweight has been trash, right? That's what y'all say. So he hasn't had time to be built up and develop as a fighter. So we go back over here to Mr. Layoff, and now they saying, oh man, it's because of Crawford. He got a long layoff. It's because of Crawford. He didn't stick to negotiation. It's because of Crawford. This didn't happen. No, it wasn't the right time for it to happen. And that's why PBC didn't allow it to happen. Now that we have Ryan Garcia and Tank Davis, yeah, happening. You know what I'm saying? You know, Tank Davis was able to get 2 good fights out the way in 4-month span. David Benavidez, Caleb Plant. You know what I'm saying? It's the right time. Then nobody, you know, in their right mind, fairness, right? Fairness first. Then nobody want to see them fight for no net pay. The fighters didn't want to fight for no net pay. Seriously, they didn't want to fight for no net pay. Now they're coming back around and they're getting a guarantee, and it's lovely. This shit is lovely, but let's stick to the topic. How can this be a 50-50 fight? How? Every time you ask the coach over there anything about this fight, he say he ain't fought nobody at welterweight division. Either way you look at it, how can this be a 50-50 fight if Derrick James continue to say that Terrence Crawford ain't fought no motherfucking body? So on his side of it, he can't have a 50-50 fight. Why don't you just go ahead and put a percentage on it like you did when you say Errol Spence walked in that motherfucker with Danny Garcia 40%? You say he was 40%. So you put a percentage on that. Go ahead and give us what this percentage is. 70-30, 80-20, 90-10, 95-5. Just put a percentage on it, bro. If you're going to discredit all the opponents that's up here in the welterweight division, just go ahead and put a percentage on who you think going to win the fight. You know, on obviously you got Errol, right? So just put a percentage on Errol and put a percentage on Crawford. I don't know why guys, you know, why grown ass men believe that you was friends. You know, like just because they hit you up in the DM every now and then, but yet they want to come and hit you up in the DM and ask you a dumbass question. Man, why you be saying what you be saying, man? Man, you know damn well, man, you got to get Errol Spence something. Listen, nigga, y'all act like I hate Errol. I don't hate him. I ain't saying no hateful shit about him. I'm just saying he don't have a chance of beating Crawford. What is hateful about that? I'm just saying you don't fit the bill to be the one to take this man to a threshold that he's never been before, because he's a built fighter. You're a developed fighter. So I just don't see that a developed fighter like yourself is going to be able to beat this built fighter. That's all. That's all I'm saying, bro. Can confidently put our money on Bud. The aerosexuals are easy money. The aerosexuals are not trying to really put up monetary funds. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to do that PBC shit. They trying to goddamn say, I'll hit you on the back end. So what back end is that? If the fight's in 23, what you talking about? The back end of what? What month? August? You gonna pay me on the back end of August? What we talking about? Yeah, August of 2024, the back end. Because we got to see what this rematch looking like. We got to see what this rematch looking like. That's what they're going to tell y'all. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna say, man, I hit you on the back end of August 2024, because back then, we'll see if that rematch will happen yet. And then after that, we got to make sure the scorecards and all that is good in January, February. See if they're gonna do a trilogy. Yeah, August of 2024. That'll be right around the time. Yeah, that's it right there. Nah, be very careful, man. They deceptive. What's going on, John? How you feel, bro? Arrow already been in interviews preparing excuses and the presser. He told Bud, I guess you fighting a damaged fighter. He did. Because listen, it wasn't a bad comeback. See, look at the way he did it though. It wasn't a bad response. He just refused to acknowledge one half of him taking responsibility for fighting a damaged fighter in Kell Brook. But yet, the dumb aspect of it is that they supposed to be building the fight up, and I guess they want to take control or take the lead on being the villain. So he want to say, yeah, I guess you're fighting a damaged fighter because his eye was fucked up. But no, you're missing the point. He was trying to say that you fought Kell Brook in such a short window of time, he couldn't have been 100%. He couldn't have been 100%. But he's fighting you, and you've had a fight. And it hasn't been no freaking 9 months, since you came down from 2 weight divisions and step in there and try to defend your title against to try to fight for undisputed. You're not coming off that. No, you're coming off a layoff. So we good. He just didn't know how to position that in his response. He just said, I guess you fighting a damaged fighter. He's not fighting a damaged fighter, but you do have it on your medical record. But the window is too long. The window is out there. It's not 9 months, man. You had ample amount of time to get ready for this fight because everybody's talking about it. All your people are talking about it. They just talking about you got over a year. So that's ample amount of time because you had a fight already. And they said you was the eye collector, right? So the only one that got punished in that fight was Ugas. So Ugas got punished. You fucked up his eye. So you're good to go. So tell the aerosexuals don't come over here, on fight night after the fight has concluded and come up with any excuses tomorrow. I mean, his eye was messed up. Bud thumbed him in the eye, man. Bud thumbed him in the eye. Bud was fighting with them same gloves, Avanesian. He messed up in they're gonna come up with some crazy shit, man. Just like they try to say he sabotaged the gloves against Avanesian. But in the same sense, you say the dude ain't shit. Say facts, OG, them aerosexuals scared because their days are numbered. It is, man. That's why I'm trying to remind their ass with a countdown. You know what I'm saying? I want them to go to sleep on this shit. And see when, it's good to do it right before it's about to change to the next day. Because the numbers I got up here is only valid for today. Hey, the countdown I got up here is only valid today. You know what I'm saying? It's about to be less than this. You know what I'm saying? In about 40 minutes. Real talk. Don't get mad, man. Come on, don't get mad. When Bud stops Arrow, I'm trolling these aerosexuals channels. No mercy, no care packages, no soft touches. Like Bud said, dry rub, for real. You know what I'm saying? I may exaggerate and say, well, send them a care package or something like that. No, we ain't sending them no care package. No, hell no, bro. You know what I'm saying? All we doing is sending them new content. That's what we doing. We sending them new content. We sending them fresh content right after fight week. Right after that damn Saturday when the results are in. You know what I'm saying? Not the scorecard results, But the round that the fight ended, once that is the case, then we can take it to, the YouTube streets, Vegas streets, and celebrate. That's all. That's all we talking about. You know what I'm saying? Keep the same energy, just like Don said. No soft touches. You don't need no tune-ups. None of that shit. It's gonna be a fish fry. That's what we looking forward to. Fish fry, goddamn. No hot sauce, dry rub, goddamn it. They are, man. Actually, they still have the same stale talking points. It's pathetic. I'm trying to help everybody figure it out, Don. You know what I'm saying? They have the same talking points all the time. So therefore, like I said, it can't be a 50-50 fight because your talking points keep on putting Bud under the bus. How's it a 50-50 fight? And y'all keep on talking about his resume doesn't add up. It's not qualified to be a 50-50 fight. Okay. So what percentage is it? Because when I say it ain't a 50-50, I'm talking about Bud being 100% cleared to go in there and whoop that ass. That's what I'm saying. I don't know why that's rub people the wrong way. I really truly don't. I don't. It's much more sports out there that's way aggressive than this YouTube, this social media shit. It's way more aggressive. But I guess more people are listening than I thought because they feel some type of way about what I'm saying. And I'm like, damn, how can you want to threaten people over shit that I'm saying about who's going to win? You know what I'm saying? If I believe this man is going to win and I give Errol Spence 0%, how's that upsetting you, bro? Why y'all getting upset, man? It shouldn't upset you at all, man. Real talk. It shouldn't get you feeling any type of way, man. Just calm your ass down. Just chill. It's never boxing talk. It's never boxing talk. And the good thing you should be thinking about is the rematch. It is a rematch clause in there. It's a rematch clause in there. I mean, don't that get y'all a little bit, doesn't it change your posture a little bit? Like, real talk, you got a rematch clause, so it's not entirely over for you. You have time. Whenever they choose to rematch, it has to be this year anyway. So that's the positive part. You're going to get expedited. The rematch clause is going to get expedited because per the contract, it has to happen this year. Now, granted, if that person isn't able to fight, you know how that goes. We went through the shit with Deontay Wilder with the arbitration. They were trying to say that it expired and all this other shit. No. So they say they want it by the end of the year. We don't really know if Spence is going to enact his rematch clause, and would he be able to jump back into another training camp to get that rematch? You know what I'm saying? We don't know. But believe me, I'm not going to be sitting here soaking in deep sorrow. I'm going to say, hey, man, I'm going to the fish fry. I want to be a part of the 2-time undisputed, world champion fish fry, the only man to do it. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about. Naturally. Boxing Moves, what's good? I told an aerosexual the same thing. July 30th, I'm trolling all of them. Hey, man, show no mercy, man. Stylistically, Porter is tougher matchup for Bud. Stylistically, Porter's a tougher matchup for a lot of fighters. I kind of agree. Is he a tougher matchup for Bud than Errol? Is he a tougher matchup for Bud than Errol? A part of me agree. I'm saying a part of me agree. Especially, where he sits at right now. Like I've seen, like I don't even like talking about, what he does. I mean, people know it. how Errol Spence fighting style is. Come forward, pressure fighter. You know what I'm saying? You know, keep an active stick. Double up on the stick. He does have a beautiful jab when he uses it correctly, and don't get wrapped up in an all-out brawl. He will put that jab out there like a piston and pop the jab out there, and he comes forward when he throws his jab. He just don't stay in one place, and sometimes a fighter can gauge that distance quick. If you popping the jab out there and you ain't moving, you know what I'm saying? I mean, your opponent can gauge that counter shot at any given time. So one thing he does is move forward. He does have forward motion with that jab, and once he gets in rhythm, whatever that fighter is, cool. But I think it's a lot of areas that he fought with other fighters that he was able to get away with, that I know for sure he's not going to be able to do that with Crawford. He's not going to be able to do it. It's just, when you're talking about the conditioning, when you're talking about the athleticism, man, come on, man. Come on. The athleticism is extremely high. And I talked about this earlier about the boxing IQ. The boxing IQ in itself, to me, is just, Bud has a higher boxing IQ. Anybody in their right frame of mind would tell you that. It's a lot of people excuse me. It's a lot of people tell you that Bud Crawford has not executed his entire cachet of weaponry inside the square. I mean, it's kind of difficult to do that when your fights are ending early, especially one of the biggest fights you had at 140. You then defended, you vacated the title and came up here and still knocking dudes out. So it's kind of difficult to try to predict what the fight would have shown you if it went into later rounds. That's the whole fact. I'm going to full troll mode after Spence get the stoppage. I think it's gonna be 6, man. I'm sticking to that. Errol even said he knew he could beat Ugas when he saw he got comfortable with the money and the glamour. The problem is Bud approached boxing like he's still a prospect. That's scary. It is, and you're right about that. I don't know. I guess it's cool for him to put it out there now. And Ugas may feel like, damn, I had the most money, man. Like I could see what Ugas' mindset was. He defected from Cuba like 6 times, bro. Why not sit up there with that fine ass girl you got and say we did it? You know what I'm saying? Fuck it, man. But staying on topic, I agree. Crawford still fight like he's at the bottom. You know what I'm saying? He's still building, and he's still trying to get to that pinnacle. And that pinnacle will come July 29th when he separates himself from the average fighters, when he definitely changed the narrative once again on the YTC, and he's going to force these niggas to respect him. That's all I'm saying. Sometimes paperwork ain't enough. Sometimes the paperwork on boxing isn't enough for somebody to respect you. They can see everything right there in front of them. That shit can be black and white, but these niggas still don't respect what you've accomplished. But they will pretend like they boxing heads and fanatics, and they'll come up here and try to talk the boxing shit. But yet, when you start breaking down them hypotheticals, them analogies, you start presenting them with the data. Like, this is what we see over here, and this is what we see over there. But it gets a little deeper than that. Why is this, and this? Hey, shit ain't making no sense. Shit ain't making no sense, bro. This fight should have a Buster Douglas type of odds, a 42-1 or something like that. Because all I've been hearing, and I heard in the press conference, is that Spence said he ain't fought nobody. Come on, man. You ain't fought nobody, man. You ain't fought nobody. But yet, when you start breaking down the analytics, you heard it before. How in the hell and convince anyone that he ain't fought nobody? and you didn't have him on the easy route list. The fact that you didn't have this man on the easy route list tells everybody that he was your toughest opponent, and you didn't want that smoke early. You didn't want the motherfucking smoke. That's why you kept him off the easy route list, bro. That's why you just sat up there and act like he didn't exist, and you know you was gonna go on about your business, collect the WBC and the WBA belt. The easy route ruined you, homie. I put it out there. It ruined you because you know you end up stressing yourself out more than you actually had to. Every belt you picked up, to include the WBC, right? Not the IBF, but the WBC and the WBA, you knew damn well at the end of that motherfucking gauntlet, you still had to go for the fourth belt. We're in the four belt era. We're not in the three belt era. We're in the four belt era. So you know you had to go over here and see Crawford. And you know that shit was gonna be tough. And you know you weren't gonna try to, like you say, you know, you're gonna break him like Kunta Kinte, right? Mentally, physical, and spiritually, right? So okay. So if that's is how you look at things, let's see how that works out for you. Let's see how that works out for you, bro. Because a lot of stuff don't add up when you talk about Kunta Kinte and you're trying to compare that to Crawford. Because Crawford, you know, he's a free agent right now. He was still able to get the fight with you. That's all I'm saying. He was still able to get the fight with you. And last time I checked, his right foot is good. I'm saying his right foot is outstanding. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely going to be on point. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be the lead foot when he's in southpaw position. And you'll be able to watch it and see it for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Southpaw to southpaw. It'll be your third southpaw, right? Good luck with that, homie. Hey, dog. This will be your third southpaw, right? But Bud ain't fought nobody. You know what I'm saying? Hey, he only fight orthodox for one round. Hey, good luck with that, homie. For real. Good luck with that. You know, it's damn time we're going to beat the dead fish consistently. Ray on deck, what's good? The hype of Danny Garcia win for Arrow, like that wasn't a tune-up. Garcia never beat any real threats at welterweight. That is facts with a Z, another Z, and a third Z. That's facts. That is facts, man. He said it wasn't a tune-up, but it was. And you know, when the money is right and you're a professional boxer on that level, you know how to move around and get beat the fuck up. And that's exactly what Danny Garcia did. He moved around. He wasn't in there to take no belts from Arrow. He got paid extra to go in there and move around and take their punishment. He's a light-skinned nigga, so it didn't take much. You know what I'm saying? It didn't take much for him to start bruising up and make it seem like, oh, I was fighting for my life in there. No, you wasn't. You know what I'm saying? It's some moments that you let your hands go, and you could have made it way more competitive than you did, but you wasn't in there to pick up that strap. You was in there just to be a comeback, a tune-up, and go and move and get the hell on. You know what I'm saying? Because like they said, you didn't beat no reigning defending champion at 147. All your work was at 140, and you fought the Ghost Guerrero for a vacant title. All the rest is history there. You know what I'm saying? We ain't talking about Danny Garcia. We just talking about the time Errol said to his girl, he said, well, pretty much he knew he can go in there less than 100% and dog walk Danny. God damn. If that ain't a tune-up, I don't know what is, bro. He said he knew he didn't have to be 100%. EJ punch selection is so predictable. 1, 11, 12, 14, 112, 114. So he can get mid to close range. Hey man, I wanna see how he handles, you know, the punch placement of Crawford. Because let's be real with ourselves, people. It's not like both of these fighters are not going to get hit. They're going to get hit. But what I do know about Spence is that he do block a lot of shots with his jawbone and his chin. Anybody seen this man work on defense? I'm not trying to put too much out there because I know they're not listening to me. But is your coach working on defense, or you just working on loading coal and goddamn chugging away like you on the railroad system? You just gonna hey, get the shovel, load some more coal in there, keep that hot. You just gonna keep chugging away. You're gonna keep chugging away. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna break him mentally, physically, and spiritually, huh? So that means you just coming in there going full steam ahead, and you ain't thinking about shit else, bro. Good, solid game plan too. Good, solid game plan. I just want to see Bud's mastery on countering. Really, that's what I want to see. If you're gonna come full steam ahead, I'm curious to see, the countering effectiveness of Bud Crawford once you believe you getting settled in. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the first round, second round, I just want to see how everything starts to look. If Bud starts to take control of the fight early, I'm just gonna tell you before anybody else does, Spence. I just don't see you regaining control of anything in that fight. If you let this man gain control of the fight early and you're loading up on those power shots and missing, because out of the two fighters, we know Bud actually utilizes defense. So being that you are not really known for defense, I'm curious to know how you're going to handle those shots, man. Because I know Ugas don't hit harder than Bud, and he had you on freaking, the slippy slide. That's going to be interesting. Real talk. It's going to be extremely interesting. It's going to be funny when Spence don't last as long as some of those so-called bums. Hey, then they're going to start talking about the accident. They're going to start talking about the accident that he had with the rogue 14-year-old stunt driver that had jumped in the vehicle. And you know what I'm saying? He was out there barreling down the roadway, and his radar said, EJ, ahead, 200 yards, EJ, 200 yards, approaching 150, 100, front end exposed into the intersection, increase speed, over. Hey, his car, increase speed. Man, what did that 14-year-old do? I mean, where was he, dog? Where was the ambulance, man? How you gonna be recording the accident in the middle of the intersection and nothing becomes of this 14-year-old that hit you? Nah, we ain't buying it. We ain't buying that shit, bro. We ain't buying it. That shit was set up for shit to start hurting. EJ collected 3 belts. Now he complaining about sanctioning bodies. See, people paying attention. How all of a sudden you complain about sanctioned bodies? So once again, Tyrese, now we break this shit down again. No, we ain't breaking shit down. All we doing is just turning the page in the curriculum, right? Now here we go again. Somebody that's itemizing. They're doing intellectual itemization. This man is complaining about 3% of sanctioning fees, but you was the one that wanted to go out there and pick up 3 belts. Are we right or wrong? I mean, come on, man. That's what I'm talking about. People paying attention, dog. They paying attention. It's just too much criteria that's out here that doesn't make sense, dog. I mean, you up here, complaining about 3% right now, but you're the one that, hey, Terrence Crawford coming for that. So, I mean, what do you want? You want to complain about the 3%? Or are you going to try to vacate the titles? And because y'all think the fight is going to be big without the titles? Where is this coming to? What is this coming to, bro? God know damn well, man, hey, y'all don't vacate them titles now. Don't vacate them titles talking about, oh, we can go over there and make more money if we don't got to give 3% to the sanction. No, don't vacate the titles, bro. That's what people are going to show up. They want to see for undisputed, period. This would be spent 7 fights since he beat Kell Brook. And the only person he talks about their previous opponents is Bud. Hey, well, he ain't the only one. You know what I'm saying, Ray? He's not the only one. He has his aerosexual fan base, and all they do is talk about Bud. So there is a uniformity there, right? At least there's some uniformity there between these people. They say the same thing too. They talk about Bud. That's why he the most popular topic on YouTube, man. Still, he was the most popular topic before they signed the fight and after they signed the fight. They still talking about this man every freaking day. My question is why delusional Spencer's fans don't look at the hard facts. Spencer's a 2-year inactive fighter going to face an active 2-division champ, pound for pound best, multifaceted technician on a 10-fight KO. So you're saying he's a 2-year inactive fighter. How is that? He fought Udenis Ugas April 16th, 2022. He's not a 2-year inactive fighter. You know what I'm saying? I think you're trolling a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I think you're really trolling. And that's good you're trolling because you're basically trying to see what knowledge I have and don't have by reading that. So I'm going to continue to move on because it's late and it's about to be one day closer to the July 39th. But definitely got this one by stoppage at championship round. No doubt, you know. Bud already said at the conference he knows Spence doesn't like fighting on the back foot. Arrow ain't say nothing. There's a video out. There's all this, behind the scenes footage that's now surfacing. And, it shows Errol Spence walking and saying it's good to get eyes on Bud Crawford and stuff like that. So, if you would have came out when Bud was in your town, Bud was in your city like numerous of times. You could have came out and y'all could have had another meeting and chopped it up and it would have went viral. Because at that moment, everybody was just so desperate trying to like find out when y'all was going to meet up, if the fight was going to happen last year and all that. So he was over in Texas. All you had to do was just link up, have some cameramen there, leak where y'all was going to be at and take it from there. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't he over there in Texas for, didn't 50 Cent have a get together or something? And then, he was about to sit up here and make Trey Songz the 11th. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm glad he didn't because that would have messed up, some real shit. You know what I'm saying? Trey Songz would have been number 11, but it wouldn't have went on BoxRec. It would have been like he was fighting in Mexico. You know what I'm saying? They said, nah, we ain't going to run that, But, yeah, he would have been number 11. He came in there being stupid. But, yeah, he was in Texas plenty of times, and they didn't link up. But I already said at the conference, Spence doesn't like fighting. I read that. Porter said he was considering retiring before the Spence fight. The Spence fight convinced Porter he still got it. The Bud fight convinced him it's time to call it quits and point blank. Oh, my God. I don't know. Look, I don't know how many times that you have to tell the aerosexuals to take a look at the film. Spin the reel, as I like to call it. All you have to do is spin the reel and look at how Sean Porter was performing in there against Bud. Like he was boxing fantastically. You know what I'm saying? He was boxing fantastically. Real talk. Like, shout out to Sean Porter, man. The commentators was giving him kudos and all that shit, man. And he was doing what he was supposed to do. He knew not to go in there and use that aggressive style like he used with Spence. But truth be told, the reason why that aggressive style was somewhat more effective with Spence is because of what Porter said. Porter said Spence was going in there to try to beat him at his own game, at Porter's own game. So that's kind of made the fight a bit more engaging. You know what I'm saying? A bit more rough, brawling type interaction between both fighters. You didn't get that with Bud. Because just like Porter said, Terrence came in there to beat me at his game, not my game. So that's a difference in the level of thought process when it comes to the art of war. Because I don't know. Spence may have thought that's what he needed to do. Just go in there and try to, bully Porter and rough him up in his own game and prove that he the more tougher fighter. He the boogeyman. He much stronger. You know what I'm saying? He the big fish, man down and all that. And he damn near lost the fight. He damn near lost the fight. But which fight has came so close for Bud to the point where the shit, none of them ain't going to the scorecards, man. None of them, they're not going to the scorecards, man. You tell me. But that's 14 title defenses to Spence 5. Damn, what a heavy lifting. Hey, man, that's a damn good point. Stop acting like you in the school of boxing, man. For real. You're going to piss some people off. You know they're already angry. You know what I'm saying? You know they're already angry, bro. They're already angry. Seriously. I wouldn't suggest you piss them off. I mean, some of these people got full-time jobs. They got to wake up in about 5 or 6 hours, get ready to go to work. Please. They may be tuned in. When you put numbers up there like that, and it's triple, I mean, come on, man. People get upset. 14 title defenses? Come on, man. And please, don't nobody put up how many champions he beat in his career. Please, don't. It's too late for that. Relax. It's too late. No, man, you was trolling, man. You was way off. You was doing the same shit they did at the press conference. You was talking about the man was a 2-division champ. You know what I'm saying? Nah. Crawford wasn't a 2-division champ, bro. You know what I'm saying? They said that shit, at the presser. I don't know if it was intentional, but hey. You know what I'm saying? Hey, who knows? Shout out to Haynes Legacy, bro. What's good with you and the fam, man? How you feeling? One love, brother. Love working and listening to your lives. Hey, I appreciate you pulling up. Everybody else is in the chat, man. Appreciate y'all pulling up. Time flies by. I almost been on here an hour already. You know what I'm saying? Bud was holding back on Porter. You could tell Crawford. Bud was holding back on Porter. You could tell Crawford a great friend until it became business. Yeah, he had to get it done, man, because he felt like he was beating Porter. He just felt that he was beating Porter without actually inflicting, that damage on him. Because, I mean, they had mutual respect for one another. They had mutual respect for one another. And then the word was passed. Crawford responded how, and then closed it with an okay, and then a beatdown. And then the results was read, period. In the process, they had to tear down the ring and throw away the undercovering because Sean Porter started to take his anger out on the canvas. And that, my friends, that's not a part of boxing. You know what I'm saying? But I think they had to remove the footing of the ring in that area because it was splintered from beneath. And they probably took a percentage that out of Sean Porter's freaking check. You know what I'm saying? They said, no, you're supposed to be putting those hands on Crawford. You had plenty of time to do that shit. You didn't do it. Now you're going to goddamn fuck up all canvas? Fuck that, man. We're taking a percentage out your pay. Fuck it. And tell your pops Kenny, don't come around here, trying to browbeat us. Don't do it. If you say you weren't going to go to the fight, well, hey, you shouldn't have showed up. God damn it. Because all these aerosexuals out here using that shit as an excuse. I tried to cash app because I refuse to keep giving YouTube your money. If anybody did a cash app, man, there go my cash app right there. But I appreciate your hands for always supporting the channel, though, brother. Appreciate you always supporting the channel. Let me see if I even. Okay, for sure. Bud was holding back on Porter. I read that. I think it's always business about Bud because his business consists of him getting a victory. That's what it is for me. Like, it's always business for him. You know what I'm saying? It's always business. But I just think like they didn't want to chance it, man. They seen what speed he was moving, and they know what speed he's capable of. So he just went in there not to inflict, severe damage on Sean Porter and prove a point. But when it was time to turn up, he turned up. Sean Porter was like, God damn, dude, I thought we was cool. His voice was starting to crack. Damn, bud. Shit, oh, man. I wanted to complete this fight with no freaking knockdowns, man. Fuck. And then he hit him again. Slang it. He went down. Sean Porter said, God damn it, we ain't friends. He just started beating the motherfucking canvas. I think they cool now or whatever. But I think Sean thought Bud was gonna take it to the 12th. You know what I'm saying? And just walk up out of there so he can lead the fight on his feet. And Bud was like, hell no, nigga. I got a streak to withhold. Okay. I have other standards that I'm abiding by right now. Okay. And you're going to become a part of that standard right around now. Yeah. Your referee, okay. Don't do that Jack Reese shit on me now. You know what I'm saying? We ain't doing 15, 16 and a half, God damn it. We got to stick within the standards. My knockout streak still alive, and goddamn, don't do no long count. You know how they try to do Bud, right? They know that knockout was coming sooner or later, man. Hey, shout out to hold on for a second. I need to give a shout out to those of you that donating in the Cash App. I appreciate you. I just want to see who it was first, though. Hey, shout out to Raymond. I think that's Ray. That's in the chat. Hey, thank you for the super chat, my brother. And shout out to Haynes Legacy. Appreciate y'all. Yeah, Ray. Ray sent $10 super chat. Appreciate you, brother. One love to you, man. Thank you. Appreciate you. Haynes Legacy, man. Thanks for the $5 super chat. One love to you. Always appreciative of those who support the channel, Real Talk, especially in the AM when it's about to be another day closer. You know what I'm saying? Just shout out to those brothers, man, for donating to the Cash App. Real Talk. Salute to y'all. WCS, we know they angry. We want them beyond rage hot. Grease no, hot grease, no mercy. See them, look, the one thing I found out about the aerosexuals though is that they'll be extremely enraged, right? But they will not let it show out here because out here allows them to be susceptible to retaliation. You know what I'm saying? The Reaper may indeed come out, but I'm like, they will be enraged behind the scenes and they'll be saying stuff subliminally about this. But look, it's easy to know, right? If you support your guy, that's who you supporting heavy. Why are you talking about his opponent though? And I mean, I'm not asking because I want to answer. All I'm saying is, listen, if you support him and you would go through the end of time to debate about him and advocate, why do y'all have this method that you refuse to speak about him? Like, shouldn't they know the good that he has too? You know what I'm saying? The only time that you all mention something about Arrow is about what he said or mentioned about Bud. Y'all will put some shit up there like Arrow exposes Bud's lies. Arrow exposes Bud for this. I mean, y'all would just always put Bud in there. I mean, is it possible to do a live stream and talk about the accomplishments and accolades of Spence? I mean, hey, dog, I'm just saying, it's possible, dog. Arrow needs to be bubble wrapped and wear goggles and spar. I'm not trying to hit by no injuries or rolling eyeballs. He said bubble wrap, dog. God damn, you want the man to be bubble wrapped? Shit. So Derek can be up there. Hey, what was that popping sound? Which one was it? Is it close to the eye? It was a rib cage. It was a rib cage. All right, cool. Woo! I thought he'd bust that eye socket. God damn. That sounded like he bust one up near the eye. No, hey, whatever you do, do not hit him up there near that freaking eye, okay? All body shots. Goddamn Derrick James taking precaution like a motherfucker, man. But told Porter he got a reputation to maintain. Yeah, for real, right? He has a reputation to maintain, right? Real talk. You ain't lying. Trying boxing and on deck. What's good with it, bro? That was me and the Cash App just showing love. Hey, I appreciate you, Ray. Real talk. I know it's your first time donating. Appreciate you being over here. You know what I'm saying? It's a late one. The closer it gets to 30 days, I'm definitely going to try to come on near the late night, you know, to continue to just send those arrows down range. You know what I'm saying? I want to send these arrows down range, just like it's 300 again. You know how they shot them arrows in the sky? But see, my arrows is going to be a bit different, though. You know what I'm saying? I got about 9 or 10 pet dart frogs that I got straight out the jungle. I'm going to have them, you know, that dart frog poison on the tip of them arrows. You know what I'm saying? So when I go live at damn near midnight, I'm going to send those arrows down range. I don't know, you know. One thing I know, I train them motherfuckers. I say, hey, this is strictly, you know what I'm saying? They know what the direction, they know what the coordinates is, they know everything. You know what I'm saying? This is what we doing. I'm about to purchase me some motherfucking old school carrier pigeons too. I'm getting them Mike Tyson specials. Hey, I'm getting them Mike Tyson specials, man. I say, damn, dude, tell me something a little bit about you. I was flying for Mike. I flew for Mike about 18 years. And I made some hell of a goddamn drop-offs too, man. I can't really tell you all that, man, because not Mike is still coherent. You know what I'm saying? I don't want him fucking me up. That nigga be shooting you with a pellet gun from big distance. Yeah, but my friends, yeah, all of us pretty much flew together. We came up, man. We used to stay over there on Mike's roof for a long time, man. You good. You got some seasoned ones here. Tell us where you want us to drop that motherfucker off. We good, man. We solid. We got security too. We got a couple of eagles up that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Hawks. We set. If you really want that premium security, we got them motherfucking condors. You know what I'm saying? We doing carrier pigeon transfers. Shit, we going back to the old school. Real talk. What's going on, Toby? Bartlett across the pond. Salute WCS in the chat. We are global, baby. We're global. Better than local. You understand? Salute to you. About 5 a.m. in the morning, for real. God damn. You know what I'm saying? For real. You ain't lying, man. That's just like when I was in Japan. Shoot. Time is it's about the same time, like over there or whatever. Right now, I know it's early in the AM. So shit. But hey, I just wanted to come over here and remind these cats. You know, we got 1 month and 8 days. Well, it was that before. We're currently on Thursday as we speak. Just a little to note that Jared Anderson is now fighting Charles Martin. All right. I just wanted to put that out there. Jared Anderson, who said he has no love for boxing. It's pretty good interviews. One of his better interviews. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not mad at him for having no love for boxing. At least he have a backup plan. That's all I'm saying. You can have no love, but if you still got a box to make money and you don't have a alternate skill set, then you might be a little bit of a problem. But yeah, truth be told, they changed out his opponent. The opponent that he had wasn't the fireworks that you would want to see in his hometown fight. I know Jared said he really didn't care. He may feel some type of way about Toledo, but Now we got Charles Martin, man. Charles Martin is a in my opinion a step up, for Jared Anderson. So now they put Charles Martin into the equation now. He is going to be the opponent. And Charles Martin say it's a good time for him to take a fight on short notice. And that's that. Oh, it's 5:02 a.m. over there. Damn, dude. How do you even make up that sleep unless you about to go to work? You know what I'm saying? Unless you about to go to work. What is the purse for both fighters? It's funny how this time they both get paid this time around. No one knows the purses. To be honest with you, I don't really care about the purses. I'm more so focused on the fight. That's what I'm focused on. I can't really tell you, bro. If I had the information to talk about it, yeah, I mentioned the purses. And I knew the purses are not going to be 65-35. I know that for a fact. So whatever they are, both of these fighters are doing something that wasn't evident or wasn't a part of the contractual agreement. And that is they're getting guarantee money. They're getting guarantee money, which is great. They don't have to deal with that sloppy, broke down, bootleg, ghetto ass project net pay type shit. When, because all they did was bring arguments from a person with common sense to say, if I'm getting net pay and that's after everything is paid and expenses, why wouldn't I want to look at the book? Why wouldn't I want transparency? A black man asks for transparency in a situation that requires him, demands him to ask for transparency. And his people act like he's being too extra. Come on, bro. Come on. Some of you all are that thorough in life, but just because you're on the YTC living a double life, you didn't want that man looking for transparency. You just wanted him to get fucked over so you can laugh and goddamn continue to run a smear campaign on him. You know what I'm saying? That's what dirty dogs do. That's how mutts act. Real talk. Eric should be grateful Bud showed him his worth. I want him to show him there's levels. That's what I'm waiting. Spence better come well rested. No. Hold up, Trying. Nah, we don't want him to be well rested now. He's been resting, sure enough. You know what I'm saying? When he sit down and eat, when he's supposed to be training, and he's talking about he did 10 more minutes. No. He don't need to be resting. Stay in the gym, bro. Keep that mind focused. You know what I'm saying? Keep that shit active. We don't want him to sit down too long and get up and something ain't right. You know what I'm saying? I just want him to stay active, stay loose, all that shit. I'm wondering if he still signed up for VADA. Anybody seeing if he signed up for VADA? I want to know if he signed up for VADA yet. If he doing the testing. I wasn't able to get a you know what? I'm gonna go on Twitter and I'm gonna ask Victor Conte, say, did he ever sign up for VADA? While I'm here, he the one sent the shit out. You can't get mad at me. Victor Conte sent the shit out. You know what I'm saying? He the one put that out there. Let me see if he put anything updated about this shit. VADA testing Nate Diaz, Jake Paul, Regis Progress. Okay. Doping exists in the sport, but anti-doping test isn't the same across the board. Okay, where is the one that I want? Damn, he really puts the fighters who are out here, in my opinion, the muzzle placed on. Okay, let me send him a tweet. I'm gonna put as both Crawford, because he already said Crawford agreed to it. Crawford and Spence signed up for VADA testing. because he already put it out there that Crawford agreed to it. So he's probably already getting tested, but I want to know if both fighters are getting tested. That was sent. I got TC in the 10th by KO. I got him in the 6th, man. You know what I'm saying? I have him in the 6th. So those of you that's driving, just leave your cars running. Cut the lights off. Leave your cars running. You know what I'm saying? So you can hurry up and just hop in there and go get you something to eat, man. In celebration, for real. Not only that, but Spence had the nerve to say he's the one that made the fight happen while admitting that Bud called him to initiate the government. Hey, Ray. Hey, you own the some dog. You know what I'm saying? Didn't he do that? Didn't he? You know what I'm saying? The man has said on ESPN First Take that he reached out to Spence. Spence didn't deny it. That was the opportune time. But yet, once again, he said, yeah, I made the fight happen. If it weren't for me, the fight wouldn't happen because I had to make concessions. He started acting like he had to. How is this B-side? What does B stand for in this case, bro? Because, you know, he's the B-side. God damn. Does it stand for bully? God damn. Does Crawford B-side stands for bully? Because he said, man, I had to give Crawford his concessions. I had to, you know, give him what he wanted, what he asked for. I made the fight happen because Crawford, he was just asking me for all this money. I'm like, dude, that's not what the attitudes you had earlier. You say you're going to give that man whatever you want. How does the B-side, you know, have this power, man? I don't get it. How does the B-side have so much power? But yet they're saying use the heavy lifter and you did all the you know what I'm saying, title collection. And you're the A side. And you should get the grand, I like the entire boatload of the pay. The lion's share. Okay. That's what they kept saying, the lion's share. So how can you be the A side getting the lion's share, but yet you sitting up here acting like Bud was bullying you and be like, yeah, I had to make concessions. I had to. I ain't had no choice. I had to give him what he wanted for the fight to happen. Nope. No, brother. No. We ain't believing that shit. Y'all heard that Ray, he's Captain. He also said he the big fish because he's a box office leader, homie. Yeah, he was delusional. I'm gonna take it. Like you know, hey, we gotta look at it this way, just like Ryan Garcia was complaining about, you know, the rehydration clause and dropping weight, right? We gotta look at it like maybe he was feeling, you know, a little bit dizzy. Maybe he's feeling a little bit dizzy, bro. You know, he had to start cutting that weight. Maybe he's a little dizzy. There was little mood swings involved. You know what I'm saying? Just look at it that way, bro. WBC clean boxing program testing at least, I'm guessing, but they should have extra testing like Matchroom have for all major fights. I don't get into the testing deal. They got to figure this shit out. Errol be counting punching his own lies. I like that right there. Counter punching his own lies. I'm gonna have to goddamn regurgitate that in the near future. You know what I'm saying? Dude be counter punching his own lies. God damn. Hope you got the cash app, dog. I had to hop off for a minute. Yeah, I told you and Ray sent me a cash app. I said thank you, bro. One love to you. Appreciate the $5 super chat. You know what I'm saying? Haynes Legacy on deck. Thanks for the support, man. No doubt about it. Errol talking like Rick James. I didn't wipe my feet on the rugs. I rubbed my feet on the rugs. Hey, man. All I know is we on Thursday. And, you know, we getting closer and closer and closer. So we can continue to hear more contradiction. Look, one thing I do know right now, though, I don't know if any other, you know, them platforms have interviews is out, because if you look at them, they pretty much the same clothes they had on at the Cali, whoever they can access out in Cali, and then the ones on the East Coast in New York. They're not going to do anymore unless, you know, they're Bud Crawford. Bud came on the YTC and blessed us with an interview with In the Ring with Christine. So Um, I don't know if we're gonna be able to see that. Like I asked earlier, maybe ETB, everything boxing, can get him on there since he knows everything about Spence. You know what I'm saying? Since he knows he's doing 18 rounds and all this other shit, try to get him on your channel, man. And I'll make a donation. Get him on the channel, man. All y'all niggas got their contact and all this other stuff. Get them on your channel. You know what I'm saying? Get them on your channel. That's all I'm saying, man. Don't worry about me. I see him in person. You know what I'm saying? I see him in person. Don't worry about me. Interview is not really my thing. I did some, but they're not really my thing like that on my channel. Like that, I don't come on camera all the time. Like it's not because I don't want to come on camera. I don't wear a hat and a hoodie all day. I mean, I just, I like to do the shit behind the scene, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's all good, man. I can be done went through a whole watermelon and y'all never know it because I'm goddamn got my camera off in this bitch. Goddamn watermelon seeds all on the floor and shit. You know what I'm saying? But hey, man, y'all hold this down. It's been a little over an hour, but salute to y'all for being. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna try to continue to do the late night with the countdowns. Anytime I do it, the late night this day forward is gonna be, the countdown, the road to 2-time undisputed. But once again, Ray Haynes Legacy, thanks for the donation to the channel. Salute to y'all for donating. Appreciate you. It ain't 50-50. You know what I'm saying? Just a closer. This fight isn't close to being a 50-50, But y'all check me out. Make sure you hit the sub button. Those of you that haven't subbed to the channel, I respectfully request that you do. And I'm out.